I'm Liz Rogers.
And I'm Jeff Duke.
Next up on the 2 and 5 podcast, we're going to keep talking about core values and stronger together. Last week on the 2 and 5 podcast, we started talking about core values and the core values within our relationship and our family. And Jeff and I are both entrepreneurial business owners. We understand the importance of core values and how that can guide and help lead to success in business and in relationship. And so we started talking about our first core value, which was
authenticity. And we went through that last episode.
Yeah.
And one of the other things that we found in being true to ourselves and each other was that we're stronger together. And being together a lot requires some adversity, and so that means fighting well. And this may work for some, and it works for us, but it may not work for everybody. But Liz has a marketing company, and I have a law firm, and we have different developments and things that we're doing with products. And so, she can run her business and I can run my business, and we can spend time together, but we also we're able to work from home or work on the road. And so, we found that we're better for us and really for our clients if we're together, because our relationship brings more to that.
I will say that Jeff and I have the opportunity to spend a lot of time together. We both work remotely from home. So every day we spend a lot of time together, and we love that. And that may not be the dynamic that everyone has the opportunity to have. And you may not want that, and that may not be your love language. But for us, stronger together means a lot more than just physically being together. Also, I think stronger together for us meant that we are stronger when we approach situations on the same page. We are stronger when we unpack a lot of scenarios together, when we have challenges and questions and decisions to make about our business. We're stronger together when we discuss and make decisions about things cohesively. I think that it goes deeper than just physically being together, although we do spend a ton of time together.
And when that leads to disagreement, and that goes back into core value number one, just being authentic. And if you're just being authentic, and the other person's being authentic, and nothing out of just, hey, this is we're disagreeing here, this isn't working, that's an authentic approach that leads to a good fight. Because then it's not just a bunch of stories and animosity brought up from not saying anything, and just approaching a disagreement with a level of maturity that comes through finding authenticity in oneself.
I think that we touched on this in an earlier episode too when we were at the Dixie Chicken, is that Jeff and I, every Friday, we clear the second half of our day to spend some time together, really intentionally. And I think that that's a really great example of stronger together also, is that even if your opportunities to be together are not every day or not all day every day, but it's important that you set aside time for one another just to unpack your week, to talk about the future, to have ideas, to ideate together. Jeff is an Enneagram 7. He is very, very idea motivated, and I'm an Enneagram 3. I'm very goal and performance motivated. So together we have lots of ideas and lots of plans. So it's important for us to spend really intentional time together where we can just talk out dreams and ideas and creativity, and there's no expectation around that, because that piece of time belongs to us and no one else. It's very protected from other people, and I think that's so important to relationships. We're bombarded by people wanting our time with things that compete for our time, to ourselves and to one another. And when we're stronger together, we're setting intentional time apart for one another, just for the two of us.
Now, it's it's fulfilling in many ways. It really is. I mean, just like, if I have a client call, I want to start a new LLC, it's easy for me to just go tap Liz and be like, hey, here's what this guy's doing, and she runs the analytics, and be like, here, and can give things that most lawyers can't, that I can just go in the other room and it helps build that dream for that person better. And I think maybe there's times where talking to me helps in fulfilling what she's trying to do for her clients, but I really, that dynamic with us just really helps us in our professional lives as well as our personal lives, and it's just very fulfilling.
Absolutely. If someone was struggling with finding they're stronger together, what's a tip that you would give them? Am I catching you off guard? um,
I all right. I would say one of the things that I would like, it's really, and this is a pet peeve of mine anyway, is like there's people wanting to have meetings for the sake of meetings, and just realize being able to say no.
Could have
That
been
way,
email.
you can like
Yeah.
you choose your course and where to spend your time. That we all live in 60 seconds a minute. The one thing that doesn't separate anybody in this world is we all live in time,
Yeah.
and that is our commodity, and where we spend our time and how we choose to spend it and let people. My policy is I'm the only one that gets to waste my
Not to
time.
bring it back, I was like, my favorite saying is, "Who gets to waste Jeff Duke's time?" Only Jeff Duke does. So the things that we say no to allow us to say a better yes to other people in our lives, and I think that's just a huge reflection on knowing your priorities, knowing what's important to you to start out with. We do a calendar audit every year. I look back at the ways that I've spent my time and categorize them into things that either bring me joy or make us money or help improve our family. And if it doesn't do that, then we try not to repeat those same mistakes. And we try to be really strategic about how we spend our time. We both have businesses. We have a very busy family. So there's a lot of competition for our time. And we just have to be really intentional about how we spend it.
I don't have time for calendar audits. But next time on the 2 and 5 podcast,
Fighting well. Fighting well. We're really, really good at it, y'all. And it sounds like a not good topic, but I tell you what, it's a game changer for relationships when you learn how to fight well. So join us next time on the 2 and 5 podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts.